what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, in today's video, I want to talk about women want a high value man. Let me start off by saying the good news is anybody can become a high value man, okay? When you think of a high value man, you don't think that you need to be like as fucking rich as you possibly can. You need to look as best as you can, and you need to be the busiest person in the world, okay? These things do help. Of course they help. That's why like the richest, wealthiest looking people like actors can date the hottest women because it does help. But that sense of accomplishment that these high level people have achieved is what women are interested in, and that's a high value man. So these characteristics of making as much money as you can, becoming as better looking as you can, and just being a busy guy that's chasing his goal, his career, his passions, his hobby, anybody can do that. All you have to do is just put in the effort to fucking get there. So with that being said, then think about it like this: a high value man, if you look at like alpha males versus betas, a beta male is somebody that's going to complain that his life sucks. He's not going to go out and learn new skills like attraction and how to approach women so he can get the girlfriend that he wants. If something happens to him, he's probably like in that victim mentality, like, oh, poor me, that happened to me. And he's just going to live a very complacent life and not do anything to improve himself. And most people do not have a growth mindset. Then you got people like me, these alpha males, that know that if we keep learning new skills and we keep going out there and practicing these new skills, or we keep putting ourselves out in the universe and we face getting rejected, we know that one, that rejection doesn't hurt as bad as you think, and then two, the more times we go out and try to get something, so if it's talking to a woman, the more no's we hear, we know that eventually we're going to hear a yes, and it's that yes is all it takes for you to go out on a date with this girl, to hook up with this girl, to get into a relationship with this girl. That is an alpha man. That's a high value man. That's an alpha male. But the high value man qualities, these are all things that can be worked on. So if it's making as much money that you want to, I will tell you right now that it's very common knowledge, it's very common, I should say, that men believe that women want a man who makes as much money as possible. From experience, that's not true. Okay? That's not true. Now, there are women out there that will only date a man and not fall in love with him because that the man can support her. But that's not how, like, women for the most part don't really care how much money you have. As long as you're doing things that you can to provide support, pay the bills, and have a job, then women will still want to be with you. So please don't think that you need to make as much fucking money as possible to become a high value man. It's going to make you feel better if you can do that, which is why I recommend starting a business. But when it comes to women, you don't need to have, you don't need to, you don't want to be a bum, but you don't want to have, you don't need to have as much money, you don't need to be filthy rich, right? But I do encourage you as a man, your job as a man is to go out there and pursue goals and missions and dreams. It should be up to you to try and get as much money as possible, okay? The second thing I talk about is with looks. If you ask a girl if she thinks looks matters, women, for the most part, don't really know what they emotionally respond to. Now that's going to trigger some people, and the red pill community might be like, "Fuck yeah, Mitchell." But one of my coaches, explained this. If you ask a girl if she finds a guy attractive, she might answer with, "He's not my type." I have asked a girlfriend that exact same question and got that exact same answer. So I know that women do care about looks because he's not my type. You've never spoken to him before. So if you've never spoken to him, you don't know if he's your type or not. That's why looks matter. So when it comes to looks, if we look at like who I was when I was 22, I'm 29 now. I used to have like this, my roots are coming in like this nasty like dirty toilet, like this dirty dirty blonde. Jesus. And then I also like my eyebrows were like dirty blonde. I don't really know how to explain this. Other than what I'm doing now is I color my hair because I think it looks better. I'm also trying to grow my eyebrows out, and I color them in because if women do things to look better, like fill their eyebrows in, why wouldn't we as a man want to do things so we can look better? If women get dressed in their war paint so they can look hot and sexy and look good, a guy should want to look the best that he can as well. The better looking you are, the more women you're going to attract. And this is coming from a guy I'm a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair. I can tell you right now that just because I'm in a wheelchair has not stopped me from going out with girls, hooking up with girls, and dating girls. I like to think that I look very good, okay? But I'm doing things like going to the gym every single day. I'm eating healthy. I'm trying to grow facial hair right now. I'm using minoxidil to do that. So I look a little scruffy, but I'm also trying to grow facial hair in. I get my hair cut every 3 weeks. I grow my eyebrows out. I dye them. I dye my hair. I'm trying to look as good as I can. Okay? Now you got to look at this. If you want to be a high value man is going to take care of himself. You're a fucking bum if you wake up every single day and you barely put deodorant on. You wear gym shorts that are red, and then you put a green shirt on with black shoes and you go to the gym. You don't match at all. Everything I do matches. I'm wearing a black shirt, white black shirt, white or black shorts, black shoes. My wheelchair is black, silver, and red. My dog is black and rose. German Shepherd doesn't count. My Mercedes is red. So you see what I mean? It's you want to look as best as you can. Now the third thing is the time part. This is where anybody can do this. Okay, so if you could have a normal job and you could just be a very average looking dude, but if you make your time less available, you're going to be perceived as a higher value man. And that's what we want. We want that perceived value to be there. So I have a video that I encourage you to watch out that's called Texting is for Setting Dates, or the phone is for setting dates. In that video, and I just found it right now, I've got 6 little bullet points about the matter of psychology that goes behind that. If you are texting a woman and you set up a date with her and then you stop talking to her until that date, that is telling her that you are not easily accessible, even if you have nothing going on. If you're someone like me that works for himself and being in a wheelchair, I need to have a way to get my phone. So if my phone's next to me, even if I'm busy right now, I'm going to still tell you, listen, I'm busy working, I'm doing other things, I go to the gym, walk my dog, I've got shit going on. I don't want to sit around and just text you every single day. So I'm going to set up a time to see you, and then I will talk to you at that specific time. That right there is going to be increasing the value of hanging out with me, because by me not texting her or talking to her on the phone or over DMs or whatever, by me not talking to her, she has to fucking wait until she has to wait until that time between us is planned to hang out with me. So if I'm giving her my time and she has to wait until I can be available, I don't care how busy you are. If you do that, she is going to perceive you as a much higher valued person. So if the only time she gets to talk to you is when you set up a date and then she's got to see you in person, can you see where I'm going with this? If you're not texting her every single day, the only way she can see you is in person, which is where it should be, because then you have the chance of hanging out with her, having fun, and hooking up. She's got to wait to see you in person. She's going to be more excited to see you because she can't just talk to you like she's doing with these other 14 fucking dudes that are probably texting her. So by you not talking to her, not only are you going to stand out, but then she's going to want to see you, which is going to make hanging out with her so much better. And that literally 3 things right there I just gave you on how to become a high value man. Try to make as much money as you possibly can. But please understand, guys, that even if you don't make the most money ever, it's not going to stop you from getting a girlfriend or going out with girls or hooking up with girls. Plenty of douchebags with no jobs hook up with girls all the time. That's just the reality of it. So please, from a man's point of view, you should make as much money as you possibly can, but don't stop you not being as rich as you can, stop you from going out and dating. As far as looks go, if you don't think that you're attractive or you have a work in progress, if you're fat, start going to the gym. If your facial features need to be worked on, minoxidil will help you grow hair out. You can use Rapid Brow for your eyebrows. You can use Rogaines Men to color your brows. Always go a shade lighter. So if I have black hair, this is dark brown. Okay. And then, you don't have to color your hair, but you also don't want, I get my hair cut every 3 weeks. You don't want your hair to look like a fucking rat's nest. So I use product in my hair as well. I would recommend you guys use product. Try to look as best as you can, okay? So this isn't the type of shirt that I usually wear. I usually wear Hugo Boss polos. Now those are like anywhere from 120 to 180 per shirt. But we just had a major hurricane here, and I really didn't feel like putting on anything nice. But with that being said, then please understand that you don't need to buy expensive stuff like that. Get fitting clothes that fit you very well. Okay, and I would, if you like collared shirts or like button downs, buy some of those, man. There are plenty of guys out there on YouTube that will teach you how to dress better. Women want to be with a guy that takes care of himself, just like men want to be with a woman that takes care of herself. I don't want to be with a girl that doesn't shave, that doesn't do her hair, that barely puts makeup on. Like if we're going on a date, like if you're hanging out at the house, please, baby, you don't have to put any of that on. But if we're going out, when you put your war paint on and you look fucking sexy, that's going to make me feel good as a man. That's the woman we want to be around. But she's not going to want to go out with a dude that doesn't take care of himself either. And so the more you take care of yourself, the higher she's going to perceive you as, okay? It's just a natural, she's going to be more attracted to you, all right? And then again, with the last one, it's going to be with time. Make your time less available. If you're used to texting people all the time like I am, I promise you, watch that video that I'm going to post on text, or if the phone is used for setting dates. That's going to explain the psychology behind what I mean by making yourself less available and not talking on the phone. We don't want her to get familiar with who you are before she has to see you in person. Now, the longer you guys are together, the more she's going to figure you out, but that does not mean that you should just start texting her every single day again. No, the same rules apply. I don't care how fucking long you guys have been together for. If you guys have been together for 6 years, that's, even if you guys live together, you want to create that distance. Hey, babe, I'll see you when you get home. Otherwise, when are you free to go out next? Let me take you out for dinner, something like that. You want to keep making yourself only available either when she comes home or when you guys go out on the dates, okay? So with that being said, if you are a guy that is looking to get better at attraction or dating in long-term relationships, if you see a link in the description, my new book on modern day dating for men is just released. That's going to be 29 years of experience and just learning from other coaches on what works with attraction. So how to approach women, how to talk to them, how to get their number, how to tell if she's interested with you or if she's not interested with you, how to tell her, how to get her to go on a date with you. Masculine, feminine roles, and then some psychological analogies on human behavior, like how women behave, how men behave. You need to understand that. So if that link is down below, that means the page for the book is available. Also, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one coaching basis, so we can really level up who you are as a man, if you see the link down below, my coaching is available. I help with personal development, mindset, confidence, life mastery, like personal and business. Since I work for myself, I can teach this stuff there. Again, if that link's down below, that means my coaching is available. I do have time. That being said, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and then I will see you guys next time. See ya.